Klay, what's it feel like to win one of these games? Obviously, there's been a lot of close games this season, and tonight you guys found a way to win it.
It feels really good, but doesn't mean much if we don't go up to Portland tomorrow and take care of business. So, but it does feel good to kind of lift the lid off this losing streak and try to start a new streak that culminates in wins.
Klay, who had more rookie confidence, you or Brandin Podziemski?
BP's pretty confident, and that's probably one of his best attributes, honestly, is his belief in himself. I saw that this past summer. But, I don't know, I was pretty confident, too. I was shooting some shots back then. I'm shooting the same shots I did as a rookie, so that's a wash.
You've seen Steph do this a few times over the course of your career. What was it like tonight watching him go to work?
He willed us to victory. We appreciate him. Tomorrow, hopefully, we can help shoulder the load a little more. And he was special tonight. I mean, just his ability to create shots and make shots from all over the floor at the rim and the mid-range from 35 feet is something probably we'll never see again in the league. So I'm grateful for Steph's performance tonight. It really put us over the edge.
Got 54 the last two games.
Oh, wow. That's a good trend. Hopefully we can keep that up.
Is the shot feeling better?
Feels great. Tonight I had like 4 open looks, though, and I forced a few shots. So I still have another level to get to. I really believe that.
How conscious are you, of not having too much burden on Steph? I'm like, as Anthony just said, you've obviously shot well the last couple games. How important is, especially with Draymond out, that there's balance and then that it's not just Steph?
I'd say last 3 or 4 I shot well, so it's a good trend. But, yeah, strength in numbers. It's pretty self-explanatory. And I know we'll all step up. We'll all help them. We're more than capable. And I know it's coming. It really is. It's early still. And really big performances, not just from myself, but from the whole squad. They're coming.
And how do you sort of generally feel about the new look starting unit with Brandin in there and JK? It seems like you guys got pretty good synergy in the first 2 games. And what's that feel like, I guess, with those guys joining you and Steph and Looney?
They both do things different, but very well. JK is one of the best athletes in the NBA. BP showing his completeness to his game. I mean, his ability to rebound, hit threes, floaters, very uncanny for a rookie. So, or just very bingo. And I mean, I feel for Wiggs. I know how competitive he is. I know he's going to be back. He's going to help us win in so many ball games. And that man who helped us win a championship and became All-Star, he's still in there, and he's got huge days coming. I just know him too well to ever lose doubt in my guy Wiggs. Nice.
Cool.
Heads up. Oh, that's a good play.
Brandin, how would you describe sort of the vibe when Steph gets going the way he did in the fourth and being out there with him when that happens?
It's really easy for us. We kind of just get out of his way and just let him do his thing. Down the stretch when he gets it going, we try to bring in the weakest defender from their team and get him to switch. And then obviously you saw sometimes they blitzed and then we got the ball out and made a play happen. So when it's rolling, it's super easy for us. We just try to get a weak matchup on him and just let him go to work.
Did you feel almost like an increased level of focus and emotion from him tonight to kind of get you guys this one?
Yeah, he changed his whole routine up. Obviously, he was out there right after our walkthrough today, just locked in and focused on just winning. And obviously, that was shown in his play tonight. And I think our team as a collective is figuring out that it is really hard to win. Maybe in years prior, it's been easier. given the talent level. But we're recognizing that it's super hard to win the NBA, and we got to bring it every night.
When he gets going like that, does it kind of breed confidence for you as a shooter as well?
Yeah, just having like an unconscious mindset. I know him and Klay have that, and it's something I'm trying to bring myself to. Obviously, I like, putting others before myself, but it's something I'm just getting used to.
You guys were only called for 1 foul in the first quarter. How important did you think maybe defending without fouling tonight was?
Yeah, it's big. It lets us get out in transition. They can't have a set defense off a free throw, and it just makes things easier for us in terms of flow purpose. When we don't foul, it seems like our offensive numbers are way better.
Brandin, what is it that gives you a knack for being in the right place, getting the steal at the right time, and just I know some of it's effort and hustle and energy, but also Steve Kerr just said he's always in the right place. I mean, is it a court sense or something that's developed, or just have you always had it?
Yeah, I think basketball is a game about positioning, both offensively and defensively, and I think when you're not as athletic as maybe like a Jonathan Kuminga, you have to kind of rely on your positioning to, sort of overlook those deficiencies. And for me, just kind of being in the right spots, knowing basketball, kind of knowing what the team's trying to get to at that certain moment, I think just has helped me tremendously throughout my career.
It seems like your learning curve, though, has not been super steep as a rookie. Is that something that just the game is still, it wasn't super fast for you, or has there been a major adjustment?
Nah, it hasn't been. I watched a lot of basketball. Obviously got my fair share of playing so far, and I feel like I'm a quick learner. I'm quick to learn things when it's told to me or I see it. So I think maybe that's my God-given gift, not athleticism. Maybe that's what it is. But it's got me to a good place, so I'm going to keep doing that.
How has the new starting lineup felt for you?
I think it's felt good. It's kind of given us a different dynamic, especially like when Chris comes in for me, maybe 6 or 5 minute mark. Then that unit starts getting rolling, then the starters start to trickle out. And then Wiggs off the bench has been big time for us. He played really well tonight. And then, him taking on the biggest, him and JK switching on the biggest wings every night is big time for us.
In the past, when this team is going through a struggle or just in general, it's always been Steph and then like Klay, Andrew, Draymond, a lot of veteran guys. This year, they've depended a lot on yourself, Jonathan, Moses. Have you, the younger guys, talked about kind of just, or how does it feel to just have that a little bit more on your shoulders and that responsibility?
For me, I love it. Obviously, this has been a veteran-oriented team for, 8-9 years now. But like Steph had mentioned in LA in his post-game interview, maybe it is time for some younger guys to help to lead, and it's going to maybe look a little different than it has in the past, and that's okay. So for us, me, Trace, Moses, and JK, we try to, bring anything that the team may need, any sort of thing that we lack as a team, we try to bring that.
You hit 4 threes tonight. Is the shot feeling better, number one? And two, how much do you want that last one back?
I want the last one back for sure. It felt good. But like I said, after Summer League, I knew I would bounce back. It was just a little bit of an adjustment. But just being around Steph and Klay, kind of having that mindset of if I'm open, I'm going to shoot. And even sometimes if I'm not open, I'm going to shoot, has definitely worn on me for sure. And I think it's led a pretty good result so far.
Brandin, what would you say is the key to playing effectively with Steph? You hadn't played with him that much the first 15 games. In the last couple, obviously a lot more. But it seems like you guys have a connection out there, and you're obviously conscious of setting him up. But he's a unique player. It's hard to play with him for a lot of guys. Why do you think it works with you two out there?
Yeah, I think it's kind of understanding space. If you see him, you screen for him. It's kind of just something I think about. Gary Payton's probably the best at it, so I try to ask Gary like what he does to kind of get him open, get himself open, and more oftentimes than not, if you screen for Steph, you're going to be the one open. Obviously, that happened a lot tonight, especially when he gets it going. It makes it easier. But offensively, just giving him his space, letting him work, do his thing, and then there's times where you need to be conscious of where he is running around the court and then screen for him. Cool. Yeah, thank you guys.